you're welcome. So this is very basic stuff. If you know how to play guitar at all, click out of this video. It's not gonna help you. And y'all know I'm not your guitar teacher, right? You better know that by now. But I'm gonna try to help for you. First thing you need to do is learn how to tune your guitar. There are a lot of different ways to tune your guitar, but I think the easiest thing for beginners is to use an app called Guitar Tuna, or pretty much any tuner app out there will help you. Alright, here are my tuning pegs, and here's my phone. That's all you need. I'm gonna mess up my tuning here for you. Anything for you. Uh-oh, that sounds awful. I wonder why. It's because it's not tuned. Alright, so there's the app, and as soon as you play a note, it'll do this. So you can see there that I'm very sharp on the low E string. So what you need to do to change that pick is turn your peg. If I'm sharp, it means I need to loosen my string. So I'm going to turn it this way. And that was probably way too much, but... See, that was way too much. Now I am flat. But if you get it to the right amount... Boom! Now, I'm good enough. You can also press on the different notes, so like E, and it'll show you what it's supposed to sound like. But once you press on it, it's only going to tune for that note, so just make sure it's the same string that you're trying to tune. It just takes trial and error if you don't really know what you're doing, but it's simple enough, you'll get the hang of it. So pretty much when the string gets tighter, the pitch gets higher, and when the string gets looser, the pitch goes low. Some people will do different tuning than standard tuning, what I just showed you. They just do that for a different sound, like a popular one is open D tuning, and that way when you strum open, it doesn't sound like that, it sounds like a D chord. Once you get into different tuning, your regular chord shapes aren't gonna sound as good depending on what tuning you use. So just stick with standard for now until you get bored. Now that you know how to tune your guitar, it's time for you to learn some basic chord progressions. The best chord progressions for beginners do not require any bar chords. That being said, we're gonna use the keys of C major and G major to start. Here's a chord progression in the key of C major that I like to use. And here's a chord progression in the key of G major that I like to use, and this was actually the first chord progression I ever learned, and I love it. Guitar, you'll get more comfortable with music theory. I'm getting there slowly because somebody keeps canceling her guitar lessons. I've been busy, but like I still feel guilty though. Anyway, so I would focus on those chord progressions for now, and once you've got those down, there's a lot of different songs that you can play just in those keys, so you should be set for a while. But once you start to get bored, or if you are into the idea of improvising when you're playing guitar, or you like guitar solos, we should start you with some basic scales. So I'm gonna show you some minor pentatonic scales and major scales. Alright, so let's get your fingers used to doing some scales and moving around the fretboard. Each scale I'm gonna show you can move anywhere you want it to go. I'm gonna start on the 8th fret, that's a C, and this is a minor pentatonic scale starting on the low E string. I'll go super slow, okay? There's the first scale pattern. The second minor pentatonic scale pattern is going to start on the A string, and it goes like this. The second scale pattern we're going to learn is the major scale pattern. I'm going to start on the 8th fret again, but this time the scale is going to start with your middle finger instead. So you're going to put your middle finger on the E string of the 8th fret. And it goes like this. The other major scale pattern I'm going to show you starts on the A string of the 8th fret this time, still middle finger though. That one's a little bit trickier because it does require a shift at the end, but if you watch it over and over again, you should get the hang of it. And when you're practicing these scales, make sure to play along with the metronome so that you can learn how to keep time with guitar. That's really important. You can get a metronome app on whatever device you own for free. There's also different ways you can pick. If you're a beginner, you just might want to practice holding a pick. After a while, you'll start to get a pick preference, but start out with the cheap ones because I still use the cheap ones and I'm still happy with them, so I don't have to spend a bunch of money. I hold my pick with my thumb on that side, and then my pointer finger is going to be turned and then hold it like that. So my thumb is face on the pick and my pointer finger is side on the pick. So there are different types of picking. For starters, for scales, obviously you should just do whatever is comfiest for you so that you can get those patterns down easily. So you could just do down picking, which is just hitting the top of the string over and over again instead of like going back up. Once you've got that down, you should do alternate picking just to get the hang of it. And basically that's just alternating between down picking and picking up, like that. But it gets harder once you change the strings. Just play that guitar, man. You will get a long way by just doing 5 minutes a day. If you've never even played guitar before, that's probably about how much you're going to be able to stand, just because your fingers hurt easily with those strings. Also, with those new chords that you learn, hopefully you'll be able to play some of your favorite songs. If not, look up tutorials online. There's no shame in that. And I'm sure even while looking up tutorials on YouTube or something, you'll pick up many more chords that you can use for future reference. So you can get a long way online. If you have the means to get a guitar teacher, I would definitely recommend it. Guitar teachers hold you accountable. They will intimidate you into practicing for them so that you're not embarrassing yourself, which you will in front of your guitar teacher, but it's for the best. And if you have a guitar teacher, you're not going to get stuck into what to practice next. You're always going to know exactly what you need to do to improve. Lastly, hey, I believe in you. It might take you a while to get there, but you'll be a good guitar player someday. As long as you just keep sticking with it, make tiny improvements, small steps, and it's really exciting that you've just taken the step to click on this video and watch through it, so I really appreciate that. Good luck on your guitar adventure, and I will see you soon with another video. Alright, that's it. Bye!
Same old mindless accident, leaving all that damn.
I totally forgot to turn